You believe you're world champs?
We're world champions for the rest of our lives.
Hey guys, Frisk here, and welcome to a new series called Road to World Series. Here in these episodic videos, we're going to document every little step we take on our journey to join the World Series rank. Now, before we get started, if you do enjoy this video, it'd be sick if you could leave a like and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Be sure to turn on post notifications so you never miss any MLB The Show 17 videos. Now let's get going. So we just got finishing designing our team. We're going to be the Washington number 4s. For all you crowd pleasers out there, you know what that means. We designed our uniforms just after the Washington State Cougars, so I just went to draft packs and picked my starting players. And because I pre-ordered for GameStop, I've got a pretty healthy pack opening to go through. You can find links to those pack openings in the description. And lastly, we've got that rookie Griffey. That's going to be a key one to start out for to lock down that Diamond Griffey mission. Now, after everything's said and done, here's the squad that we're looking at. We've got Aaron Hickson left, Griffey in center, rookie Springer and right. At third, we've got Ricky Arenado, Robin Yount at short, Brock Holt at second, Trumbo at first, and Jorge Posada catching. We've got a pretty solid pen too with Yu Darvish, Felix Hernandez, Zach Greinke, and Rick Porcello. So I think it's about time to get things going. So here in ranked season, looks like we've got to get up to the 900 rating before May 15th to be considered in the World Series rank. We're about to jump into our first game. But before we do so, let's take a look at the rewards. Pretty broad spectrum of rewards, but it looks like once you hit that pennant race, you get a pennant race pack, in addition to a Francisco Liriano gold card, and then the next time you get that 97 Goldschmidt and a World Series pack for reaching that World Series rating. So that's what we're going to do for this season, but we're going to keep this thing going for multiple seasons. Here we go, first game up against the Montreal Expos. Looking at close look at his lineup here. He's got Gerard Dyson, Nick Markakis, Kyle Seager, Matt Kemp, Yeleski Gurriel, Kike Hernandez, Jorge Polanco, Hernandez, and Martin Perez on the mound. Here's our lineup. We went with Brock Holt leading off, Griffey second, Arenado third, Trumbo fourth, Springer fifth, Aaron Hicks sixth, Jorge Posada seventh, Yount eighth, and Porcello on the hill. Game number 1 of Road to World Series starts now. It's always interesting to start out here in the first game. This is the first online ranked head-to-head season here for MLB The Show 17 for me. And just right off the bat, he's got Dyson. You got to make sure that bunt cheese. You never know who you're going to run up against, where they're going to try and do that cheese. Dyson was able to hit one up the middle, but magically, Yount was there, so he was able to throw him out. And then on the second batter here, Markakis, he hits another ground ball to Yount. We were able to close it down too. So we had Seager, who then struck out. That it got a quick little 1-2-3 for us. So here in the bottom of the first, we had Brock Holt, the monster, up at the plate. He hits pretty good against lefties, which is quite interesting. It's always hard to hit lefties on lefties. He had a charge in the left center gap, but it hung up enough for the center fielder to get over. Get there. Griffey hitting second, hung that curveball, and Griffey pounded that sucker almost out, but off the wall. Easy double for the Griff. This is the rookie Griffey, if you guys remember. We're still going to be trying to get that diamond and all the other Griffey players, but rookie Griffey will just be great. Arenado, he's a savage hitter against lefties, the rookie Arenado. He drills one into the gap. You got to check out those ball physics. Those are really good. Curved right into the gap, easy double, scores our first run here in ranked seasons. Trumbo up next. He takes a hanging curveball, drills it out to right, but it was hit so hard that it wasn't just going to make it. So Springer got up to the plate, and yet another curveball was hung. By about this time, I was thinking he's got to switch things up. Some heads up base running by Springer. He gets a double there, sort of. Runners on second and third with Hicks up. 2 outs. Another curveball, but this time we rolled over to end the inning, but we were able to walk away with 1 run. We hit the ball quite well, drilled it all over the park from left to right field. Only got that 1 run. So Porcello going back to work here. Gets Kemp to strike out looking here. And then immediately after that, same exact pitch. Another strike 3. So that's gets Kemp and Gurriel middle of the order to strike out here. Here in the second with 2 outs. Porcello yet again. This time drilled up the middle though. He's got to watch his lips. Watch your lips up the middle there. Nice little single. Moving on here. Next at bat, sneaks one out into the outfield. Able to get the runner to move on to third here. Runners at first and third. Opposing team is threatening. The Expos are threatening, but gets a jam job here. Brock Holt runs over it, gets that catch to end the side. We were able to get away without any damage done. We're still up 1-0. Perez still dealing. We've got Posada up to the plate. He takes a curveball into the gap, but is it going to fall? No, it does not. It hangs up enough for the center fielder to get that out. Here's the old man looking young. His rookie card, Robin Yount up to the plate. Yount, what am I saying? Yount drills one into right field. That's going to be an out. Porcello with this crazy batting stats up to the plate. Following immediately after. And he's going to hit one to right too. It almost gets over the right fielder's head. But that's going to end the side. Moving on here, Martin Perez now up to the plate. He's going to drill one right to the third baseman, Arenado, for an easy out. We got Dyson back up. Had to adjust for that bunt cheese. Throw low away, see what he's going to do. He hits yet another one to the shortstop, Robin Yount. He's going to get that out. So surprisingly, it looks like he got a little bit frustrated here and just Markakis tried to bunt. I don't know why he was bunting there. Maybe he was a little bit frustrated that his hits weren't falling. But that ended the side. We're still up 1-0. Brock Holt rolls over at curveball for out number one here in the third. Griffey, who's been pounding the ball lately, he connects high inside. We thought it was going to go over his head, but the left fielder was able to get there and pull that thing down. I think that's Markakis out there. Gets that out. Arenado back to the dish here. He rips one down the line. That hanging curveball yet again. A lot of curveball hits here in this game. You would think by this time he would get the clue and stop doing it, but he just kept dealing it. He throws a changeup here. Trumbo tries to pull it a little bit, goes super deep, but it's not going to be enough. That was a high fly ball to end the side. Still 1-0 here in the fourth. Porcello back on and dealing. Kyle Seager up. Gets him to roll over, hit a tapper. Almost throws it away, but gets Seager out for out number one here in the fourth. Kemp trying to recover from that strikeout, and he does. Drills a high fastball to right field. Almost sneaks over the wall for a double, but it does not. Kemp looks like he was lollygagging. Only got a single there. Gurriel now up with one out. He is going to hit one deep to center field. Looks like Griffey's there to get under it. Not going to move the runner. 2 outs, runner on first. Porcello still dealing. Here comes the pitch, the 0-1 pitch. They try and steal. Amazing throw by Jorge Posada. Even though we were in the mustard, we were in the yellow. Throws him out. Expo's got 3 hits. Four's got 4 hits. Springer rolls over the curveball here. Gets thrown out for out number one here in the fourth. Now Hicks back up. With that pitch, hits one up the middle. That's going to be his single. That's going to be his first hit here. Hicks pretty good against lefties, not so good against righters, even though he's a switch hitter. Posada, much of the same too. He's going to hit a tapper. Kind of works as a bunt though. Moves Hicks to second. But that's going to be 2 outs. Now we get a dude ready. We get Tony Sipp ready. He's got a pretty dirty changeup as a bronze coming out of the pen. Robin Yount drills one right to the second baseman to end the side. This game is moving really quickly. We've got a 1-0 lead. The Four's got a 1-0 lead with a ground ball with the first out to kick off the fifth. Moving on here, Porcello still dealing, trying to see how far he can go before we need to bring in Sipp. Gets a fly ball, deep fly ball to left field for out number 2. And now we're going to keep it moving. 0-2 count, 2 outs, the pitch. And he gets him to swing for a strikeout and out number 3. Porcello, we're giving him a chance to hit. He takes that curveball. He taps one up the middle. Is going to get through. And I don't know what happened there. The ball seemed to skip right into his glove. That's Porcello getting an out. He almost snuck away a hit. But then Brock Holt gets up to the plate, takes an outside slider, hits it right up the middle. Watch your lips. Yet again. That's going to be a second hit for Holt. Griffey now up. He tries to go deep. Fly ball out to right. That's not going to be enough. That's going to be 2 outs. Holt on first. Need that insurance run. Arenado up. He's going to hit a line drive right to the left fielder. Does a nice piece of hitting with that high fastball, but it just doesn't fall, and that's baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Now moving on here, Porcello still dealing here in the 6th. Gets the first batter to strike out. Now we're to the top of the order. Dyson, he's going to pop out easily to third for a quick 2 outs. Getting a little bit nervous. We don't know how long Porcello is going to be able to deal. 1 run isn't enough in MLB The Show. Markakis drills one right up the middle for out number 3. Things are looking up. 6 hits for the Fours, leading 1-0 over the Expos here in the 6th. Trumbo now up. He's going to take one. High outside fastball for a single, which brings Springer up, who gets literally the same pitch, but he pulls it. That Springer, that extreme pull hitter, really hurts us there. Grounds in that double play. Now Hicks is up. He's going to go deep. Real deep. Is that going to make it? Oh, and it hangs up too much here at Franco Park. That is going to be out number 3. Moving on to the 7th here. Porcello still dealing. He tries to get that curveball across. Looks like Seager hits into the shift just outside of the reach of the second baseman. But we get Kemp to strike out here. Looks like that's Kemp's, I think, 2nd strikeout here of the game. 1 out, runner on first. Gurriel hits a line drive to center. That was a pretty good piece of hitting, but it just didn't fall. Didn't hit into the right spot on the field. We got another steal attempt, this time safe. Pretty not so good of a throw by Posada. Got to work on the better timing there. But on 0-2 and 2 outs, ball in the dirt. Posada knocks it down, picks it up, throws him out. Still winning, still leading. 1-0 here in the 7th. Posada now up. Perez still on the mound. Posada swings at some trash right to the second baseman. That's going to be out number 1. Not going to be enough. Yount now up to the plate. Been putting a charge behind the ball this game, but right at players. Yet again does the same. Nice piece of hitting, but right to the third baseman. Yount 0 for 3 so far in the day. Now Porcello's up, but this time we're not going to let him hit. We're going to bring in young Jock Peterson. All-star Jock Peterson. Let's see if they keep Perez in still. He's only threw 3 balls in the game, which is incredible. Hangs a curveball. It's not going to be that good of a hit. So second baseman's able to pick that thing up. Close out the inning. Now we've got Raciel Iglesias that's going to come in here in the 8th. 2 more innings left to knock this thing down. And it looks like Griffey, he's going to come in. Is he going to make it? Yes, he does. Shoestring catch for Griffey. That's going to be out number 1. 2 strikes, 1 out. And another strikeout. Huge. They're still going to let Perez hit, which is mind-boggling at this point in the game. And he's going to strike out to end the side. 8 innings. We've got 8 innings in the books. Only 4 hits for Montreal. 1 for the number 4s. Brock hold up yet again. Ground ball up the middle on that slider. This time not going to sneak through. That's going to be an out. Griffey up yet again. Perez throwing only 49 pitches in the game. Pounding the zone. Griffey's going to drill one. He thought that was going to sneak through the gap, but it didn't. That's going to be an out right to the third baseman. And now here in the 8th, another curveball to Arenado, but this time rolls over it. Easy ground ball to end the half. All right, 1-0. 1-0. Bring in the lefty. Wow. Nice little screamer out to the third baseman. We're trying to close this thing down here in the 9th inning. It's looking really good so far. Gets Markakis to ground out. That's 2 outs. Diekman on the mound trying to close this thing out. And here it comes. He tries to punt for some weird reason. And that is going to be out number 3. The Washington number 4s get the first win of this Road to World Series season. 1-0 here, climbing the spring training ranks. Let's look at the outfield doing a bow. hitting them folks. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining this first episode. Many more episodes to come. So until the next one, we'll see ya. Peace.